James, what are the first 5 things you do when you arrive on set?
First 5 things. I don't think anyone has asked me that question before. The first thing that I like to do is see the actors if they are on set, because I want to talk to the actors about what's going on for the day. If I've done my job as a director, the crew should already know. They should know what the shots are going to be because I've already made the list. They should know what the blocking is because we've probably already talked about it in advance in pre-production. So I'm going to talk to the actors first. Make sure that we're on the same page creatively. Make sure they understand what the dramatic arc is for the day and where we are in that dramatic arc. So for example, say we're shooting a film scene halfway through the film, but it's only the first week of filming. What point does the actor need to be at emotionally so that way we can work with them later on and earlier in the narrative story? That's very important. So I like to talk to actors about that. Second thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go talk to my DP and the crew respectively. I need to make sure that the blocking that we talked about, that the shots that we talked about, that the set, all of those things are in order so that way whatever we might have discussed in pre-production is being in fact executed for production. Third thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go to Video Village and see how everything is established. Is my iPad there? I work with my iPad for the screenplay and various things like that, and kind of see if everything is set up for me to be comfortable. Do I have water? Do I have coffee? Do I have a banana? Things that are going to enable me to sit there and really watch it as I'm going back and forth between the actors and video. Fourth thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go visit the DIT because I want to see what we filmed previously and how it's coming out. One of the things that I deploy in my process, there's a guy I work with that has a van that goes anywhere you go if you're filming on location and deploys all of the footage to a wireless iPad network so you can see what you've shot in previous days and see if it's matching. So if I need to match something in the scene we're about to shoot, I might want to see, okay, well, where did we exit in this previous scene and where are we going to come into in this one? That enables me to remember things visually that I may not remember just trusting my head. And then finally, I'm going to sit down with the producer and chat about how things have been going and see how we are for scheduling, see how we are for timing, and even for budget. You know, what kind of things that we have spent money on, what kinds of things are we going to need to spend money on in the future days ahead, and do we need to make any cuts or revisions or changes? Because if I find out that there's a piece of equipment or a lens or whatever it is that I need for a future day and for various reasons the budget has changed or we can't get that because of a scheduling issue or whatever it is, I need to modify that in advance so it's not an issue that we have to deal with on the day of. And those are the 5 things I would do.